Welcome to the Confidence in You podcast, designed to help you build confidence and create positive, lasting change in your life. And here's your host, Helen Luxford.
Hi, and welcome back to the podcast, and thanks for being here. Today we're going to discuss the power of small choices. And this is in relation to the choices we make each and every day, the small little insignificant decisions, the choices that we make, because they create the life that we live. These seemingly little insignificant small daily choices and decisions we make, a lot of the time without even really thinking about them, because we're just busy, we've got to get on with it, and we just do. But these small decisions and choices really do shape our lives, and in a big way. These little decisions that we make in the moment, that we do over time, shape who we become and the life in which we live. And today we're going to dive into how that is. One of the best books I've read is Atomic Habits by James Clear, and I'm going to mention a couple of tips that he has in his book that can help you. So in today's episode, we're going to explore 3 focuses for our decisions and the choices we make. Have you ever considered how much your life is impacted by the tiny, seemingly inconsequential choices and decisions you make every day? For most of us, probably not. You know, those little things like what to eat for breakfast, or when to check your email, or even whether you get up when the alarm goes off or whether you hit snooze. These small choices, done regularly and daily, accumulate into something much bigger. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, says every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. But we don't actually think about all of those little things that we do each and every day that can over time build up to be something quite significant. But when you do think about that, what kind of person are your daily actions shaping or creating? And now that you are thinking about those things, is that what you want? Or would you like to do something different? So let's talk about focus 1, the hidden power of daily decisions. Let's start by recognizing that the small decisions we make are not always random or trivial. Every day, these choices add up to shape our habits, our routines, and ultimately our lives. So imagine just your life as a garden, and each small decision you make each day is like a seed that you plant in that garden. So each day, with all of the small choices and all of the decisions that we make, we're planting little seeds everywhere in our garden. But we're probably just throwing the seed around because we're busy and we just need to get things done and we need to get through the day and we've got to get everything done. So where are your seeds going? And then what are you doing with them? So whether those seeds grow into a beautiful garden or they just become an overgrown mess depends on what you focus on which ones you water and nurture. So let's talk about some little things that we do every day, your morning routine. Do you wake up, get out of bed when the alarm goes off, or do you hit snooze and roll back over? And do you hit snooze once or twice or more than that? And then if you do wake up on time or you wake up as soon as the alarm goes off, what is the first thing you do in the morning? Do you get out of bed and start your routine? Do you get out of bed and scratch your head and you're not really sure what you're going to do? Do you grab your phone and scroll through social media as soon as you wake up? Or do you wake up, do some routines like maybe go to the toilet, have a shower, brush your teeth, have breakfast, whatever it might be, and take a moment to plan your day with intention, either as soon as you wake up or when you're able to do so as soon as possible after you wake up. Now, it might not seem like much, but these choices that you make, as simple as first thing in the morning, they can dictate the tone of your entire day. So if you wake up and you're still tired and you decide that you're grumpy, then that's probably going to dictate your entire day. But if you wake up and you have a routine where you can focus on what is it I want to do today, what are the important things that need to be done, what can I let go if I run out of time? If you plan your day by spending 10, 15, 20 minutes in the morning, it can create a massive difference in your day. And over time, these habits, they create a pattern that determines your mindset. And that can relate to productivity during the day. It can relate to your well-being, your mental health, and how you get things done. So have a think about what is your morning routine and how does it help or hinder, or you just never thought about it. And now that it's on your radar, what's something that you could do different? Okay, let's move on to focus 2, the compound effect of small choices. Now, what makes these small choices and decisions so powerful is something called the compound effect. And just like saving money a little bit at a time, that can lead to a large sum over the years, the same is true with our choices and our decisions. If you choose to prioritize health and well-being by focusing on eating healthy and nutritious meals and giving yourself breaks and allowing yourself to reset, even if it's only for a minute at a time, over time, this leads to better physical and mental well-being. But on the flip side, if you consistently choose to just carry on the way you've always done and be busy and run around and neglect self-care and skip exercising or getting outside or stretching or eating properly or not taking time to decompress when you've had a challenging, busy or tiring day, the long-term effects can be just as powerful, but in a negative way. Now, let me be clear. I'm not suggesting that you have to overhaul your whole life all at once. In fact, I don't suggest that. You'll hear me say it time and time again. Start small. Starting small is your best way to achieve success. Building little changes, tiny new habits that help you focus on what you want to bring more health, vitality, and well-being into your life. So start by tweaking 1 or 2, no more than 1 or 2, small choices that align with your long-term goals, dreams, wishes, or aspirations. Maybe you want to be more present with your family. So a small choice that you could make might be to put your phone down during dinner and just be present and engage in that conversation. Or maybe you want to improve your health, and by doing that, you want to drink more water. I have a lot of clients say to me, I'd like to drink more water, but I just don't find the time and the day's gone, and then I realize I haven't even had a drink or I've had 1 coffee. So if you want to drink more water, you could begin by drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up in the morning. That's a simple, small step. You could even put a glass beside your bed at night or next to your basin in the bathroom so that in the morning when you walk in there, you can drink that glass of water. Start with a small action or activity that you can do easily if you focus on it. If you prioritize that one teeny tiny thing, it can and will make all the difference as that tiny habit compounds over time to become just something you do normally and naturally because you started small and you've built it into your daily routine. And now it's just your way of doing and being each day, as simple as you get up and go to the toilet or brush your teeth. So start small, that's one example, but it could be in any area of your life. So think about something you'd like to change and then think about one small thing you can do to just bring a little bit more of that into your life. Now, focus 3, how to take control of your small choices. So how can we be more mindful of making choices and decisions that are aligned with the life we want to live and create? Well, one of the best ways is to become aware of your habits, to stop and notice your habits. Take a moment now to reflect on the habits that you have today, the daily habits, the things that you just do without thinking. What do your daily choices say about the kind of life you're building? If they don't align with the person you want to be, it's time to make some adjustments. As I said earlier, start small, and James Clear talks about the 1% rule in his book Atomic Habits. If you improve just 1% every day, those small improvements can lead to massive gains over time. So ask yourself, what's one small choice I can make today that aligns with the future I want to create? Now, whatever popped into your mind, create a focus on doing that. Create a focus on bringing more of what you want into your life, and those daily habits and choices you make without thinking, create focus on those. So it might be that you're rushed and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you haven't had lunch and you're hungry, and you grab takeaway. So instead of grabbing KFC or Macca's or a hot dog or a pie or whatever it might be, what else can you eat instead that is more aligned if you want to be healthier, if you want to eat more healthy? Where can you get something that's more healthy? Do you grab a Vietnamese rice paper roll? Do you get a poke bowl? Do you have a salad sandwich? What is it that you can do differently for whatever area has popped into your mind? If it's to be more healthy or to get more exercise, but you really don't have any spare time to go to a class or anything like that, then it might be that you get off the train one stop earlier and you can walk to work, and while you're doing that you can be on the phone. Or it might be in the building, you get off the elevator on the first floor and you walk down the stairs. Or it might be that instead of going the short route back to the office, you walk around the block the long way. So whatever popped into your mind that you want to change, that you'd like to do differently, create a focus on what can you do to change that little habit, and how can you remind yourself to do that on a regular basis. An example might be that you want to drink more water, but you haven't been able to do that. So we spoke about that earlier, but during the day, you could habit stack drinking a glass of water onto things that you do during the day. So it might be that you keep a jug of water or a bottle of water on your desk or on the bench at home or on the kitchen bench next to the kettle. Put it in a place where you will see it often during the day, and that you'll pick it up and that you can reach for. And it might be you decide that before you make a cup of tea or coffee, you'll have a drink of water while the kettle's boiling or while you're making it. Or before you eat breakfast, lunch or dinner, you might decide to have a glass of water. Or before you go into a meeting, or before you pick the kids up from school, or whatever it might be. The key is to attach the habit to something that you already do during the day. In that, you can build on creating a new habit. And James Clear calls it habit stacking. So something that you do naturally every day. It might be you drive somewhere, you might drive to work, you might drive to sport, you might drive to pick the kids up. In the car, what is it you can do? Can you do a stretch before you get in the car, or a stretch when you get out of the car? Can you do a mindful meditation for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes at the beginning and the end of each day, or on the train on the way home, or the bus, or whatever it might be? The point is to notice your habits, the ones that you'd like to change or adjust, and to bring something else into your life, and then just choose one to focus on and create one small change at a time, one small habit choice change at a time. And when you notice that you do that, over time, it doesn't take very long, that new approach, that new choice, that new decision, that new habit will just become part of your daily routine. But it's a more healthy way that helps you decompress. It helps you become healthier. It helps you feel better. So think about one thing that you can change. And that's all for today's episode. Thanks for being here. And remember, the small choices you make today are shaping your tomorrow, so you can take control of them. Please share this episode with family and friends to spread the word. And until next time, remember, it's okay to let your light shine. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.